Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out Dengeki Bunko fighting Climax. This is an idiot import, so the usual Vita apply. I don't know a lick of Japanese. I can translate some text off the screen, and I can look up guides online and all that. But other than that, I'm usually flying blind. One little nice thing about this game that I'm going to mention, like just before I actually get into the game, is that in the packaging, like in the case, it comes with this nice little fold-out thing that gives you all the characters' moves, just like on a little thing. On a little, like, pamphlet thing. And they also include it in, like, the digital in-game manual thing as well. The digital in-game manual actually contains a bunch of stuff, so it's like... It's actually... It's a good manual, I have to say, and got all the different characters there. So, what is Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax? It's a 2D fighting game. I've been getting into 2D fighting games a lot lately, actually. I like BlazBlue, and I've always liked BlazBlue, and I bought Guilty Gear XRD, and I have put like 100 hours into Street Fighter 4 on PC in like the last 6 months. So I've been really getting into these. So playing Dengeki Bunko fighting Climax and being a little bit disappointed with what's on offer is a little bit of a disappointment. I just said the same thing twice, I don't care. So let's go and have a look at the options. You got difficulty settings and round settings. I've left everything on normal. Because funnily enough, normal on this is like very easy on pretty much any other fighting game you've played. I can kick the AI's ass almost consistently. But yeah. Game works on a 4-button layout here. So you got a square, triangle, circle button, which is light, medium, and heavy. And you've also got your S button, which is your special attack, or your support attack, or whatever the bloody hell they want to call it. I don't remember exactly. So I'm just going to go through the special menu, because some of this stuff weirds me out. So for example, we got a special character menu here, which gives little summaries on all the characters in the game, but you actually have to unlock these, oddly enough. You didn't think you'd have to, but you do. They include CG for all the characters in the game, and funnily enough, this is Akira from Virtua Fighter 5. Of all the characters I would expect to be included in this game, Akira from Virtua Fighter 5 isn't one of them. Also, this fat, jolly guy, I don't even know who this is. And this is like the only support character that I recognize. This is Mao Sadao from The Devil is a Part-Time Worker. This is the only guy I recognize. That is a little bit disappointing to me. Oh, well, I mean, I also recognize Leafa. Where is she? She's right... there, yeah, there's Leafa. And I also recognize a couple of the main characters, too. Also of note, you get music in the replay section, but you also get these. Now, these are actually light novels. Better just to show one off to you. This is one of the Oremo short novels, which I believe the English title is My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute. No comment. But yeah, it gives like every main character in the game their own little novel, which is a bit of an oddity. So you can come through and read if you have any idea what it all means. You can come to customize, and you can customize all your online stuff. I haven't actually been able to find a game online because PSN's been up and down so much, I have no idea. You got training mode, you got challenge mode, which is score, attack, time, attack, and survival. Those are all pretty obvious. Ad hoc play, online play, versus, and story mode. Story mode consists of Dream Duel and Arcade. Now, Dream Duel, all the dialogue in this game is voiced, which is kind of strange, but you would expect it not to be voiced. But anyway. Dream Duel, you get one of 6 characters, you pick any character and then you can fight against 6 other characters and they try and make up a little story in between to, you know, try and make it exciting and all that, and the AI is actually significantly more difficult in there than in the general arcade. I have tried to actually translate one of Kirito's Dream Duels, but I have not been able to pull it off because they actually auto-scroll the text, and that's the most annoying thing in the world. So we're just going to go and do arcade. So the plot to the arcade mode is that some supercomputer is trying to destroy the world and you pick whoever you want to go and stop it. The weird thing is you can pick a little girl who has absolutely no talent in fighting whatsoever to help you do this with. Yeah, that's God, I don't even remember her name. I'm sorry, I don't know half these characters. Now, for those of you who have no idea what this game is, this is basically a crossover from Dengeki, which is I think it's a manga magazine, or is it Dengeki PlayStation I'm thinking of? It's a major crossover of several Japanese franchises. So, you've got all sorts of different characters here, and I will be damned if I know half of them. I recognize one or two of the names. Like, you've got a couple of people from the Irregular at Magic High School, which is getting a Vita game. Strike the Blood, no idea. You've got Kirito and Asuna from Sword Art Online as main characters. It's just... Can you recognize any of these people? I mean, I can only recognize Kirito, Asuna, and Oremo Chick, and that's it. You can also get Akira from Street Fighter 5, I'm not from Virtua Fighter 5, and you can also get one of the chicks from, what was it, Valkyria Chronicles? But I don't even know if she comes unlocked by default from the start, because I do not recognize her here. I've probably missed something. But anyway, I'm going to go with Kirito, because Kirito is the only character I know how to play effectively. I've tried a few of the others, and they all tend to revolve around the same idea, but anyway, I'll just play as Kirito, because why not, right? You have decent diversity among all the characters, though. They all have their own different movesets and all that, but it's all the same sort of basic stuff, if you get what I mean when I say that. If you don't, just think they're all relatively similar, but they're all different enough to at least make a difference. You also pick a support character, and every one of these support characters is actually fairly different, because they all offer different benefits. So as you can see here, you can use a standing S press for an attack support on this character, and also a forward S for an attack support. On this character here, you can get a special attack support and attack support, etc, etc, etc. It just disappoints me that they couldn't actually make half these characters into playable characters, because, I mean, I would play as Mouse It Out every goddamn time, because he's the only one I recognize out of every one of these. But anyway, I'm just gonna pick Mao because I like Mao. So we've got Kirito and Mao. And the story is told through these cutscenes here, fully voiced, as I said. Yeah, again, I really... Yeah, I really don't have a clue what's going on in this story, and I don't expect you to either. But basically, everybody gets really mad and wants to beat the shit out of each other. That tends to be most fighting game plots. Strange thing being that Kirito is more than willing to beat the crap out of his girlfriend, but... yeah. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, the game, as I said before, game works on a simple 3-button system, but there's also a bunch of moves that you have to work with here. So here's Kirito's move list, just for the purpose of demonstration. Everybody's got a simple bunch of special attacks and a bunch of bursts they can use to get out of specific situations, like a combo breaker burst or something like that. It's a very simple fighting game, there's not really that much to it. Although, it does feel a bit cheap when the AI can get you into a big combo. Well, it just feels a bit cheap in general when you can get someone into a combo and then immediately throw off like a special move. But I mean, other than that, it's a fairly simplistic fighting game. It does really nothing different. I mean, I don't claim to be a master or expert on fighting games, but I've played a fair few of them, and it feels a bit just thin on the ground for a fighting game. I guess the main idea was that they just wanted this to be a crossover. Just trying to remember my bloody special move. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go back to the command line, command menu. B and C, okay. See, I managed to hit it with a special move from that far away with no warning. Sometimes this game feels a little bit cheap. I can understand. It's just... I don't claim to be an expert on fighting games, and I never have been. Yeah, I did actually manage to do that perfect. That was quite neat. The AI in this game is... I haven't put it above normal, so it does go higher, but... me playing on anything higher than normal is basically a death sentence. I'm not good at fighting games. I've never claimed to be good at fighting games, and... yeah. Yes, there's a Sonic stage. I don't know why this is here. I really don't understand why there's a Sonic the Hedgehog stage. But yeah, I play this game, and I'm like... I play this game, it's just... it doesn't feel any different from any, like, generic 2D fighter of its day. Which is, you know, today, but whatever. It just doesn't... it doesn't do anything to stand out or make itself unique. So you're really only here for the crossover. Also, that did a goddamn ton of damage. I don't know what that's about. It's just a little bit disappointing. I guess I was expecting a little bit more. Yeah, unblockable special move right there. I don't even know if this game actually has a block button. Well, it does, but I mean, it barely has any sort of effect on like special moves and the like. But, you know, that might just be me sucking. I guess I was just expecting a little bit more from a crossover game with so many big names in it. And I mean, I'm pretty sure these are all the original voice actors. I mean, like, Mao sounds like Mao. Kirito sounds like Kirito's Japanese dub, which I did hear for a few minutes when I watched the first couple episodes of Sword Art Online. But it's just not that special of a fighting game. It's not particularly fast. The jumping tends to be a bit shit. The move sets between the characters aren't that interesting or difficult to learn. I've managed to pick up a few... I'm not even focusing on the game. I'm just trying to focus on talking about it. I've picked up a few chains. Yeah, here I am. I'm going to beat the crap out of my girlfriend. That's odd. I don't even know why I'd be beating the crap out of her in this situation. Why don't I ask her for help in defeating this ultimate evil? Just one other thing I have to say about this game, though. It sounds fine. I mean, obviously you're not really going to be paying attention to the bloody music in a fighting game, but it does its job. It doesn't stick out too badly for me to have to comment on that. Some of these mechanics just aren't making much sense to me. I mean, the game does have a tutorial, which I haven't gone through for obvious reasons. God damn it. That's annoying. Surprise. Another thing I have to point out, though, is the graphics. I mean, this is a 2D fighting game, so you would expect there to be 2D fighting game sprites. And the backgrounds look okay. I mean, they look a bit pixely, but it's not like you're going to notice that. What I'm noticing in particular, though, is the characters. It looks like they've been scaled up or something, because they... God, the edges really stick out. It just doesn't look nice at all. Just at times, it looks so bad. I mean, just pay close attention to anything like the hair on some characters. And it stands out so much at the most random of times, and I don't understand why it looks as strange as it does. What the hell? Okay, middle of my super move and she manages to uppercut me through it. That was strange. I hate moves like that. Then again, I play Street Fighter a lot, so I tend to notice tiny things like this that tend to annoy me a bit. They really do need to bring Street Fighter 4 to the Vita. I'd love to play Street Fighter 4 on the go, and this just doesn't scratch my BlazBlue itch, my Street Fighter itch, or like any particular fighting game itch, because it's just not that good. My dog's going off now. It just doesn't really have any interesting mechanics or anything that just sticks out in particular in any sort of fighting game, and pretty much anything comes right. Shut the hell up, you stupid mutt. It just doesn't have anything that stands out in particular over any other fighting game that I could possibly recommend. And oh god, here comes my little sister. Can't be this cute. This chick's moveset is bloody weird, and I'll just let you watch her kick my ass, because last time I fought her in arcade, she did kick my ass, and I really had to up my game. I guess the AI beforehand was just so bloody easy that I had to just really be prepared for her. It's a bit weird that she can get hit on me and I can still counter with something. Yeah, look at all that random crap she throws out for no good reason. Oh god. I love Mao. He just comes out looking so badass. And unfortunately, she's absolutely kicking my ass right now. Let's see if we can fix that. Oh god, no, please. Can't be beat by a little girl on my YouTube channel. Can't let it happen. No. And she still somehow managed to break out of that. Oh no. Yeah. This must be a different sort of fighting game that I'm not really used to, really. I guess there's a higher focus on like combos or something. I'm not entirely sure what I'm missing, but I'm not entirely enjoying this game. Not really. My throat just went out there. I apologize for that. And the other characters I tried just didn't sync with me as well as Kirito did, which was a bit of an odd thing to say. I mean, I even tried this chick and she just didn't sit right. Kirito and Master Dao is like a combination in heaven that I never thought I would see in any sort of game, but now that I've seen it in some sort of game, I kind of don't want it. I mean, if you understand who these characters are, and if you can read Japanese, like, to get to read the free novels, I think they give you, like, the first Sword Art Online novel or something, or, like, the second, because I recognize the event that they talk about in the novel, because I actually ran the entire page for Google Translate, and I recognize the event in the novel where it happened in the anime, if you get what I mean when I say that. So, you never know. If you can actually read the Japanese, it might actually be worth importing just to get all the novels and maybe to get all the crossover stuff if you're a big fan of all the anime that comes up in this. There's not really actually that much in fan service. I mean, you can customize the characters' colors and everything, but there's not really that much else there. It's strange. It's really strange. But honestly, playing this game just makes me want to pick up. God damn it! It's just weird how you can. It's just weird how you can break out of a player's attack and then immediately go into your own special attack while you're in the middle of being knocked back from that attack. This just makes me want to play Street Fighter 4 or BlazBlue more than... God damn it! Yeah. I do not think I will continue from that absolutely dreadful display. Yes, I do intend to give it up as it is. Gratuitous English, the sign of a Japanese fighting game. You also get money that you can use to, again, customize your stuff and buy stuff like voice clips and all that, and voice tests, but really. That was a quick look at Dengeki Bunko fighting Climax. I'm not a fan of it. I think it's a little bit slow. The jumps suck a bit. It doesn't have that same overall high-quality feel that a game like BlazBlue or Street Fighter does. It's just a bit dull. The movesets don't really stand out enough on any of the characters, and really, it's something that I could only really recommend to those people who recognize all these series and just want to beat the crap out of Kirino from Oremo with Kirito's sword without feeling bad about it. Yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that one, so... Let's look at Dengeki Bunko fighting Climax. This will never be localized here, by the way. Never. I can't imagine this being localized here ever. I don't think there's an English version of 80% of the stuff that's in this game minimum. So, yeah. Would not recommend importing unless you have a in-depth and intimate knowledge of everything that's here. If you do, go ahead, but you might want to wait for it to drop to like PS Vita at the best price, which is like $40 US. A little bit less, a little bit more. Depends on the game. This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.